Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Wednesday, October 2nd, 2019. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Today, Wednesday, October 2nd, a contingent left Nevis for Antigua to participate in the Caribbean Tourism Youth Congress slated for Friday, October 4th at the Royalton Antigua Resort and Spa. The contingent includes Brianna Chapman, the Junior Minister of Tourism for Nevis, and her parents, Tourism Education Specialist Deborah Lelouch, Pearl Bergen, teacher at the Charlestown Secondary School, and Oksana Williams, coordinator of the Bank of Nevis-sponsored Tourism Youth Congress.
The Youth Congress is a regional activity involving students between the ages of 14 and 17 who are nationals, citizens, or residents from CITIO member countries. It is structured to mirror a CITIO Board of Directors meeting. Its main aim is to stimulate greater awareness of and excitement about tourism among young people in our Caribbean communities, by allowing them to research various facets of the tourism sector and share their ideas and vision with respect to future direction for Caribbean tourism.
The Caribbean Tourism Organization's CTO organized event will see junior ministers of tourism from across the region present proposals on 3 topics: towards smart travel experiences within the Caribbean region, equipping our youth to thrive in a changing tourism environment, and making excellence a habit in Caribbean tourism. The Caribbean Tourism Youth Congress forms part of the State of the Tourism Industry Conference, a 3-day program of activities organized by the CTO.
Sometime from Monday, September 30th to Tuesday, October 1st, a hawksbill sea turtle was killed allegedly by a dog. That is according to Deputy Director of the Department of Marine Resources, Lemuel Pemberton.
Now, this incident happened in the Case Bay area, just south of the Sea Bridge, or on the Charlestown side of the Sea Bridge. And we think that the perpetrator might have been a dog or dogs, which sometimes would dig up the sea turtle nest in the area and eat the eggs. We have had evidence of that in the past. We want to encourage those persons who own dogs and have them in this area, might frequent this area with their dogs, to keep their doggies on leashes, definitely, to keep their dogs tied. Better still, do not walk dogs in the area, do not have their dogs in this area. Because this is a really serious incident. We have lost 2 here, apparently because of dog attacks, and a really bad situation here in that the head of the sea turtle of this one is practically severed, and you can see the dog tracks all around it. So definitely evidence that there were dogs in the area at the time when the incident occurred. We also lost a sea turtle earlier on from humans poaching it, and so this apparently is a hotspot for activity that is detrimental to sea turtles.
Pemberton is also seeking the assistance of the general public with identifying the dog owners. Persons with such information about the incident are encouraged to contact the Department of Marine Resources at 469-5521, extension 6514.
The penalty for interfering with a nesting turtle is $5,000. And we could probably add another $5,000 for interfering with the eggs, and you could end up paying a fine maybe in the area of $25,000–$30,000 if you are found to be interfering with a sea turtle. If you are the owner of the dog, you, as the dog owner, will be guilty. All right, we can't find the dog guilty, of course, of such an offense. So the owners of the dog will be guilty, found guilty of such an offense, and so they will be charged accordingly.
That was Lemuel Pemberton, Deputy Director of the Department of Marine Resources, speaking to the Nevis Newscast on Wednesday, October 2nd, 2019 on Cades Bay. I am Devon Cornelius reporting for the Nevis Newscast.
The Federation's youth will soon benefit from the improved operationalization of the Child Justice Act, according to a spokesperson for the Department of Social Services. The Act, which was passed in St. Kitts and Nevis in 2013, replaced the Juvenile Justice Act, which set the age at which children could be charged and convicted for an offense beginning at age 8. The Child Justice Act 2013 increases the age of criminal responsibility to age 12 and includes more child-friendly measures such as outlining how youth offenders between the ages of 12 to 18 are to be best assessed, managed, and provided with opportunities for rehabilitation and reintegration into society. Consultant Lucy Dawes traveled to the Federation to meet with officers of the Probation and Child Protection Department, PCPS, the Department of Social Services in Nevis, and other stakeholders during a 2-week period from September 2nd to 13th to assist them in putting in place the changes required by the Child Justice Act. Dawes noted that while the act was passed in 2013, many of its tenets still needed to be instituted in the day-to-day management of young offenders, and that the series of workshops would help to change that. A former director of the United Kingdom's Youth Justice Board, Dawes also noted that the workshops and the procedural manuals that would be created as a product of the sessions will help probation and child protection officers with case management and investigation. The manuals will also assist in the assessment of children for diversion or providing alternatives to going through the court system for an offence. The procedural manuals are expected to be completed and turned over to the Ministry of Community Development, Gender Affairs and Social Services by early October. As the Child Justice Act 2013 provides guidance to major stakeholders in the area of youth care and empowerment, several other officials attended the training, including representatives from the education, medical and religious sectors, the Gender Affairs Department, and the New Horizons Rehabilitation Center. Still to come, health fair to take place as part of the activities for Seniors Month on Nevis. The details after this break.
Taxes are the lifeblood of a nation. Feel good about what your tax dollars do in Nevis. As a responsible citizen, your tax dollars protect our environment. Pay your taxes on time. This message was brought to you by the Inland Revenue Department, Nevis.
Be a responsible citizen.
Welcome back. The Small Enterprise Development Unit, SIDU, is hosting a tie-dye and batik workshop at the Brownhill Community Center. Business Development Officer at SIDU, Rhonda Thompson, gave further details.
The workshop will be held from October 21st to the 25th, 2019 at the Brownhill Community Center. It will be a 2-hour workshop for 1 week, and we're encouraging persons to register and learn this skill of tie-dye because our recent research has shown us that tie-dye is one of the most leading trends for 2019 in the fashion industry. So all persons who are in the clothing and textile industry, this is a perfect opportunity for you.
Thompson also mentioned what SIDU hopes to achieve at the end of the 1-week workshop.
SEDU focuses on skill building, also getting people to understand the business behind a skill. We'll be also concentrating on labeling, packaging, and marketing these products after they would have completed the tie-dye and batik process. So at the end of this workshop, they would be able to learn the skill and then be able to market their finished product for sale.
She also spoke about the deadline for registration.
Registration forms can be collected from our office in the Credit Union Business Complex upstairs, or we can send you an email and you can fill out the form there and get it back to us. Registration closes on October 11th.
Registration fee for the workshop is $100. For further information, visit the SIDU office or call them at 469-5521, extension 5171. During an interview at the Department of Information, coordinator of the Seniors Division in the department, Trudy Prentice, spoke about an upcoming activity on Friday, October 4th as part of the celebrations for Seniors Month here on Nevis.
The health fair is an activity which is held annually so that you can have your blood pressure and your blood sugar checked. Also for this year, we'll be having some representatives from the CDS drugstore who will be advertising, showcasing some of the products that they sell to improve seniors' health. Also with us on that, there will be staff from the mental health unit and the health promotion unit.
Prentice also invited persons to support the activity.
The health fair will be held on Friday, October 4th at 8 a.m. at the Memorial Square in Charlestown. Please come on out and have your numbers checked.
Seniors Month is being celebrated with the theme, The Journey to Age Equality. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.